Hello everyone and welcome to the Team Competition Season 2. We are in the grand finale. Hopefully at least. It depends on how this match actually goes. So with me I have once again Rodriguez. Hello.
What's up, guys?
Hello. And we have Raven again as an analyst. Not a commentator, that would be silly.
Oh, of course I'm not here as a commentator,
No,
because
no,
you
no.
ditched me for that, huh?
Look, alright. Two teams.
Yeah.
Eco versus North of Justice. Do you know anything about Eco? Because I know a little bit. Any of you?
Well, I've seen some of their players, but like it's a bit difficult for me to call like what they'll be playing in matches. Again, as simply because we haven't really seen the team in any matches. There haven't really been any streams of them so far.
I've only
So.
seen them in public play as well. I've seen Torgnite on Siege, where he played
Oh, I mean,
infantry.
I've seen almost all of them actually. I've seen Norman Guy, Rod Gear, Irish Mike, and Capitan. I've seen them play publicly at least, but like nothing more than that.
Yeah,
We did
Yeah.
see North of Justice yesterday as well.
that's true.
We did. They had some issues.
They did, but I think there was a few players who stood out. Paralyzer played quite well as cavalry. Kursa played well as archer.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna have to step up again though. I mean, it's a bit difficult to assess the strength of ICA, right? But
Yeah.
like assuming that they're gonna be at least somewhat of a contestant in this match, right? Then
Yeah, I mean, this is the last stage of the tournament, so they should be up there.
yeah.
I mean, we'll see the same maps, same factions, and everything. Fort of Honor, Rodox versus Swaria. Yesterday we saw kind of an even play there, really. We didn't get to see that much of the second set because it ended quite quickly as BLD got their one necessary round.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I think for NJ, what the problem was in their last match, which was yesterday, was that like they just couldn't get going. Right? They won a fight early on, and then they lost a 4 versus 1 fight.
Yeah.
And it kind of just went downhill from there. I hope, at least it sounds a bit sad to say that, but I hope that was the problem, because then now they can improve on that, Because if it really was just them getting outclassed by the enemy team on all fronts, then that's not very promising, of course. So.
No, it's quite bad. But do you think
I'm
any
just
of the
hoping that
players
it
on Ika
was
sides?
like that, that they simply couldn't get their heads in the game after that, so that now perhaps if they can give a better showing,
Yeah, I mean they do also have a little bit of an advantage having played the match yesterday. They could also watch the stream and see what they did wrong. It's so much easier if you have a demo of how you played. You can
Yeah.
learn a lot from that. And I'm just thinking, if Ika doesn't have anyone on the caliber of the players of BLD, I think this will be a much more even match. Because I've seen them a little bit in public as well, and they seem talented players. They're good players, but I don't know. This should be a more even match in my opinion. Sadly, they don't have their
It
own
should be.
banner.
I do think, however, that NJ have got to be a little bit more careful with how they play their early fights or pre-fights, so to speak. So, like, sure, they stay in hiding quite well, generally speaking, before the flag spawns, but once the flag spawns, they sometimes make some unnecessary or mistimed moves with some of their players. Like, in one round, they had one of their imps walking without a shield up towards the flag, and he got headshot.
Yeah.
And then in another round, they were on Swadia. They had two calves, and their calf tried to come in too early toward the graveyard, and that same archer got a headshot on one of the calves.
Yeah, this is a common problem.
It's just really difficult to win those kind of fights with the player disadvantage. You can't really play that well with that. And I mean, like, you need to be an experienced team in general to be able to deal with those kind of situations, right? Because if you're not an experienced team and you lose a player early on, you can have as much planned out as you'd like, but yeah, it's simply not
Yeah.
gonna work out that well anymore at that point. You gotta improvise a bit what you do with your remaining resources, so to speak.
Even the top teams struggle with when to send their cavalry in as well. I mean, some people use them to initiate the fight, some send them after the infantry is starting to fight.
Yeah,
To
but I mean,
catch them a little bit more off
also
guard.
stuff like how do you continue after you've lost the
Yeah.
cav? You know, like, is there any way within like the first 5 seconds after that cav has died to like make it even again or something like that? You know, like perhaps they focused a little fire on that cav so that, well, even though he died, perhaps there's a little gap to squeeze in, you know, with like the other cav and get a kill in return, you know. It's at least somewhat of a salvage of the situation at that point, whereas I felt like yesterday a lot of the kills that they got against them kind of went uncontested.
Yeah, I mean it's not easy to pull back from a situation like that. I mean,
Oh no,
the
of course not.
headshots yesterday were definitely on point, and
But yeah,
it's really
I'm
difficult to push
I'm
this.
just saying that for, well, teams that are less experienced in playing under those circumstances, it is paramount that they make sure they don't lose the first person, you know, in a fight.
Yeah, I fully agree with
Or
that. I mean,
pre-flag even, like it doesn't even have to be in a fight, you know.
yeah, if you lose people early on, you're in a tough spot.
Yep.
Do you think anyone on North of Justice are able to do the same against ICA that were done against them yesterday?
Um.
We did see some good headshots from Kursad. He played well.
Yeah.
His
Do you happen
positioning
to
was good.
know? Do you happen to know which faction? I think North of Justice starts on Rodox.
It's hard to say because ICA were eating, and they are just now starting to join the server. North of Justice should be starting as Rodok,
All
but
right, because I
it's
think North of Justice have looked the strongest when they can just pump out the numbers in infantry fights, whereas I felt like when they played Swadia with the 2 cavs, 1 archer, 2 infantry setup, they couldn't really make the synergy between their infantries and their cavs, well, work in a sense, you know.
yeah.
Of course, that's partially because of the early picks that the enemy team got, but. You know, that's what it's all about, you know. When you're running that kind of setup, you can't really afford to lose people early.
Yeah, I also think the infantry of North of Justice played pretty well.
Yeah, they did.
It's just once the fight ended, so to say, when it should have ended in that 3 versus 1, they should have easily have been able to kill him. But a little bit of just
Yeah.
maybe they were
But I
just
mean,
hesitant to go into the
just in
fight.
general, it's not really fun to play in infantry fights when you're always starting the round with the man down, you know,
Yeah,
practically.
yeah. Especially if
So
you lose your cavalry, you lose such a supportive character in that case.
exactly, because like, as an infantry, you generally don't really get to kill people quickly. You know, you don't get to bump someone and like bump lance them or something like that, or couch them in the back, or shoot them in the face, something like that. You don't really get to do that much.
Yeah,
Especially when it's Rodox versus Swadia. Of course, there's the potential for one hits from cleavers, but Swadian armor isn't that shabby. So.
no, especially if they win the first round. Like,
Oh yeah.
but the you don't really want to gamble on getting a one-hit kill with a cleaver either. Like, you don't want to leave this to chance. You want to leave it to team
Oh
play.
no, but
And,
I'm just like talking about
yeah, I
all the
know.
possible scenarios in the
Yeah.
fight. Of course, you're not gonna gamble on that, but it is like possible still.
I mean, there are players who do gamble on it. Who goes in
Well,
very aggressive and just like, all right, I'm just gonna do whatever. Let's see what happens. Except, of course, they have some brain power behind their idea. But there are players who play very, very aggressive to the point of just suicide almost. But
yeah, and that's where
I
that's where I think gambling on that can start to fall off pretty
yeah,
hard, because when there is Swadian calves involved and you open up your shield all the time, you're gonna get called out at some point.
yeah,
So.
you will absolutely.
And fighting against Opie Cav isn't that much fun.
Do you think we'll see all Pack Cav again? It's
I hope so, because
absolutely in the meta.
Opie Cav is really strong against Rodok infantries. Like, Rodok Imps have good stats on their body armor, not the best head armor stats, I guess. compared to other factions, but yeah, like all pikes just makes it possible, if you hit them in the head at least, it makes it possible to just one-hit kill Rodok infantries, which is a huge boost, you know, in an infantry fight. Because like that's the main thing Rodoks are gonna be banking on, right? Just the infantry fights. Well, at least on this map. So
absolutely on this map, yeah. I mean, it's a close map as well. Infantry naturally playing a large role here.
yeah.
Crossbow versus crossbow doesn't really.
I don't think we're gonna see too much of a change in the crossbow setups. Of course, I think it is possible to go with a double crossbow setup on either of these factions on this map, but that requires like some really strong teamwork. Like everyone needs to understand his role in the fight, you know, at that point, and you need to be able to get crossfires or something going. Like it's either that or your crossbows simply need to land incredible shots into fights, which I don't think we're, like, no offense to these teams, but I don't think we're gonna see that kind of play from them.
There's nothing to take offense of that. I mean, as a crossbowman and archer, sometimes you just get like these really good shots, and sometimes you absolutely just don't.
Yeah.
So
so
sometimes
it's just,
you get
it's just risky to go for it.
Yeah. Two crossbows. I don't think we're gonna see. As you've mentioned, it's you really risk a lot on that. And a lot of, especially rookie teams, you see a lot of heavy infantry, which is, I mean, the bread and butter of this game. Right?
Well, I think if we're gonna see anything other than the standard on this map, then it's probably like Swadia going with an extra infantry, or Rodox going with like 4 infantry, 1 crossbow, no cav, or something like that. You know. I think that those are gonna be the main setup deviations that we'll see out there. I don't think we'll see extra cav or archers or anything like that, because like those 2 classes, if you take more of that, you know, of course it can be really strong. Like, don't get me wrong, it can work, but it requires a lot more teamwork, effort, and like precision, timing, coordination. All of those factors play into it. Than when you go with like an extra inv, where you can have, well, often a lot more individual impact as well.
Yeah, I agree with that as
well. At least on this level, I'd say.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of the same on every level, I think. Like mostly the difference here will
pumping
be
out more infantries on certain maps on like a professional level is really difficult.
But we've seen it done now quite a lot.
Simply because the cavalry and archer classes will be so strong at that point, you know.
I think, I mean, AE Gold is playing, I think, 2 or 3 sets on in the finals of EC5. Having no archers at all.
Oh yeah, that's possible.
So I mean, I think there's absolutely validity to it, especially crossbows.
I mean, like, play to your strengths,
yeah.
Right? Like,
or in their case, not even, and still end up winning. I mean, the extra pressure of an infantryman is so hard to deal with. So I mean, yeah.
Yep.
I'm excited to see on the second map if tonight we're actually gonna see a horse archer too.
I'm not sure, because again, it's like, in my opinion, and I have experience as a horse archer myself, from like other mods and stuff, that, and also some on Warband, like, when you play horse archer, it requires a different type of shooting and positioning and fights. Like, you have a completely different role.
Yeah, what you said about horse archer yesterday was so true. About there's different positioning, different timing.
Yeah.
Like compared to a regular archer.
Well, I mean, you can technically do more as a horse archer, but the thing is, you're a lot less accurate, and that makes it difficult to take like a position far in the back. You know, you're gonna need to, if you're gonna go horse archer, you're gonna need to use your horse to get close to the fight, but like from good angles. You know. The problem, however, is that they're up against Serenids, and they've got like pretty quick and maneuverable horses, and as a Kurgan horse archer right now, you're only allowed to use the saddle horse. So, like, the ability for Serenids to just run you down completely is really high. Like, I think if we're gonna see something, it's gonna be like a dismounted horse archer, which I think we did see yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We saw
for one round, I think.
I think we'll see that,
Maybe.
but not actually mounted horse archer. Or they
Yeah.
might have the horse, but not actually like use it all the time, you know, because it's very risky. If you get called out in the wrong position, like I said, positioning is important as a horse archer.
Yeah.
You get called out in a corner or something, or like around a corner, and there's a cav coming or two calves, you're dead.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams are getting ready here. We should be pretty close. They're arguing over who gets to play on which side. Either team doesn't seem to mind too much, so.
Well,
But
I mean, to be honest, like I think you might see horse archers more like if it becomes a thing in higher competitive play, then perhaps we'll see one or two horse archers here and there, but it requires a lot of skill to properly put it off, you know.
Who actually has practiced that properly in more?
Yeah.
I mean,
Also,
we
also
have
with the saddle horse rule, I think that really hurts the horse archers.
Maybe Fuzzy could do it, because he can archer some as well, right?
Yeah.
And Fuzzy's pretty
also-
good with the saddle horse.
Yeah.
Oh
I could
yeah,
see-
but
I could see him do it just for the fun as well.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this now. Aiming on horseback is different because when you aim to the sides of a horse, like let's say you're on a horse, you aim to the left side or to the right side. Your aim like isn't completely synchronized with the targeting reticle, so it's like the more you aim to the left, the more in the left side of the reticle your arrow will be released. So it's not actually in the middle. And that is like you need to calculate your shots different based on that, you know. Whereas with normal archery, you can just aim in the middle and it's fine. Something that's gonna play into it as well is that if you're riding on horseback and shooting at the same time, you're simply gonna have less accuracy. So those are all factors you need to take into account when you make a shot, which makes it a lot more difficult to actually like put out a lot of damage, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you can use it just to harass enemy horses. I mean, back a few years ago when we played on like maps like Field by the River.
But even then, you
could
still
see it a
need
lot
to know
better.
how to aim with it in order to effectively do that, you know.
Yeah.
And we are going live.
Yeah,
It looks like.
I'm gonna shut up and leave you to it.
Thank you.
Yes.
So nice of you. We will just make sure that it is actually live. There's been a few missteps, so to say.
Oh.
Yeah. NJ is
mean-
currently 6 players.
Yeah. So might be another potentially.
Yeah, I saw the chat before they restart. Yeah, they spawned. This has to be a re
Yeah.
live, because before they switched this time, NJ asked for a not live because they wanted to try to look if their drops was working properly.
Quite a long delay before the stream this time, but
Yeah,
we'll run with it. We don't mind.
let's just assume it's live now, I guess.
Yeah, we will. Once we get things.
Yeah, it was actually
sorted.
weird, because there were 6 players and Ragnar was the latest one to spawn. Now when it wasn't live, I was actually pretty worried that Ragnar wouldn't play, because in my opinion Ragnar was one of the stronger parts of NJ yesterday.
He played quite well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he did.
Black Dead looks like he's playing infantry. I think we saw him yesterday as a cavalry, didn't we? But only having the one cavalry here works fine.
Yeah, both teams play just the same looking setup.
Yeah.
3
infantry.
infantries, 1 crossbowman and 1 cavalry.
Yeah, I'll accept this for sure.
Yeah.
And Jed getting the flag early as well. Starting to raise it a little bit. ICA
Yeah.
just looking to push in. Little hesitant, waits for the crossbows to fire.
This happened yesterday though. NJ got the
Oh.
flag spawn at this
Course,
area
getting
and they
hit
managed
as
to lose
well.
it 1v4.
A little bit of an extra early damage there for ICA, and I go in. Infantry fight breaks out. Irishmake is looking to help, but Troll needs no help. Takes down Ragnar Lothbrok. Dismounted for a charge there, but
Good
still...
trade from Paralyze.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coming and supporting the team.
Oh, nice there by Irish Mike, taking down Black Dead. He's very in the corner here, but...
Oh, with Paralyze taking down Captain.
Oh, a team shot as well there from Curside in the back. 2 players left for North of Justice. Not looking too hot for them, but they can easily do this. Torch is so low health. A bump will kill him, but not really getting the hit he needs there. Comes into support, but Troll just spams him down.
Yeah, it's all up to Paralyzer now.
He should just save his equipment at this rate. He
Yeah,
can
but
save...
this was his this was his problem yesterday as well. When
Yeah,
he needed to save, he was a bit too eager to go for the kill. So I wouldn't be surprised to see if Paralyzer would go for this.
Looking at the
Probably
health
not.
of Ika, I could easily see him do this, but well,
Yeah,
easily and
no.
easily. He's got the skill for it, but yeah, he's gonna play smart. Just save his
He's taking the
equipment.
correct decision.
Yeah, he's gonna save a lot of money there for his team. Even though they lose the round, he could potentially end up getting a warhorse here if he needs it. He also keeps the old pike, which is really massive.
Just gonna point out that Rod, what a great round from him. 3 kills,
Yeah, he played
staying strong,
really well
still
there.
with some good HP left. Like he didn't take a lot of damage considering the amount of kills he
Yeah.
got.
He just spammed down 2 people like they were nothing.
Yeah.
Tarshan being like just having an angel on his shoulder with the amount of health he has left. And Rod is celebrating the first round.
Yeah.
And the flag is bugged, so we will have to wait the last 10 seconds. And Paralyzer is just chilling. It's fine. He's picked out his new equipment. Really has his time here. No worries.
And as you guys mentioned, we have seen now a long old pike cap.
Yeah, absolutely.
It worked good for him. It worked good for Paralyzer though. He got 2 kills with that.
The long old pike is just so incredibly powerful. Like,
Yeah.
It's better than a lance in literally every way. So big
Especially
boost
on
for
a
him.
close map.
Yeah.
Like this.
Doesn't look like he got that much upgraded though, or any at all really. A little bit of a missed chance there for him, but
They're taking the
Often-
middle now. Ika.
yeah, well, NJ wants the graveyard. It is a 50-50 chance where it will spawn right now. It could spawn on either team. Ika is a little bit closer to the alley here. If it spawns
Yeah,
in,
but Ika is in a better position to whatever. Yeah, now it spawns at the graveyard, but if it would have spawned in either way, Ika were in the middle, whilst NJ just gambled for 1 flag spawn.
they end up getting it though, so good for them, but
Yeah.
I mean, they still have to hold this position against Ika, who is looking really strong. Like, look at Rod's helmet right now.
Yeah.
He's up there in gold. It's not a cheap helmet to buy. Cavalry's coming in as well, but no damage there. I'm gonna wall slide here to get a look of the action.
Oh, they're all taking the tight alley.
Yeah, this is good for Rodok for sure. Paralyzer there getting chopped by his teammate as well. He's not getting
Paralyzer
anything
getting
done.
some
Toshnet comes in as well, gets something done, not really that much though. Norman guy spamming down
Norman
Rolf, and a
guy's
double
so
kill for
great.
him. Cubit is once again trapped against 3 enemies, but Blackdead comes in to save him. Not that much done for him either. Paralyzer gets dismounted and very, very low health. Norman guy with a hit as well, and
Yeah.
Todd killing Paralyzer there for his final blow.
Yeah, 3 kills for Norman that round. What a
Yeah.
beast, bro.
He played really well there. The spamming down the 2 players in the alley is devastating for his audience.
Showing no respect, just going in, like, spamming
yeah.
with that cleaver, like,
The
going
cleaver
for
is
it. I mean,
so much damage.
yeah.
It hurts to get hit by that. And Torchlight now stealing a long old pike as well. This is really good for them. Switching from a light lance to a long old pike is massive for a Rodok cavalry.
Really good equipment. Now
think
for Rolex.
Ika's
This is gonna be
just-
hard for Swedia.
I think they're just looking to fight. Like, they're kind of just thinking about it. Norman guy needs to be a little bit careful with that crap shield of his though. Oh, and Ragnar Lothbrok being caught there as well, trying to switch his weapon.
They're
Not
gonna take the early
anything
fight here.
damage though. Yeah, Rod is going in here with the Irish mic. Norman guy as well, but Lothbrok getting hit first. And he gets killed by
guy.
Norman.
Oh my
Double
God,
kill
what a
again!
trade! What a trade!
Just slashing and killing them here. He's looking for his 3rd kill on Blackdead as well. Gets a good hit, double hit.
Wow.
Triple kill for Norman guy. Amazing play, using the cleaver to his advantage here. He's looking for his 4th as well, trying to stack him Paralyzer. Nah, not getting it done. Switches his spear as well, showing he can not only push, he can also be the support. Norman guy with a
Can he
4
get the ace?
kills.
Can he get the ace?
He's looking for it. Oh, he takes it! 5 kills for Norman guy.
Dude, who is this guy?
I don't-
Who is this guy?
He said like, it's okay, I warmed up on Mountain Siege, so I mean,
Wow.
maybe this is where he go. I mean, like, that is impressive play
That
by
was
Ika.
insane. I was
3
literally just watching Norman guy throughout the entire round, just because of what happened the round before.
That was really good.
Wow.
All right, so Raven, what do you have to say?
I just want to say that, NJ, they had 3 imps, 1 cav, 1 archer, opposed to having 2 imps, 2 cavs, 1 archer yesterday. Alright, and I kind of liked that initially, but after seeing them get outclassed really hard in the first infight, I don't know about that. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but they switched their archer to inf the round after that, actually. So they
I
had
actually
4
didn't.
infs, 1 cav in the second round. And it just didn't work for them. You just need so many more hits with the Swadian swords to kill someone than with the cleavers, and they were getting outskilled. I don't know. I would have liked to see them stick to the 2 calves, 2 imps, 1 archer tactic after what I've seen. But yeah, other than that, I can only say ICA just outclassed them in fights, like really hard. Like they banked
Norman guy
everything on the
outclassed them.
infights, and that was
insane.
too much.
Yeah. I mean, he just hit 2 people and like double killed.
Yeah, it makes me a bit worried for their Rodok side because that I don't know. Like they'll have to be more reliant on their infantries, and of course they can be because of like the Rodok stats on their imps, you know. But they're getting outclassed this hard. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll see.
We will see. We'll see right now actually. Ika now spawning as Swaria. Norman guy is just looking to fight once again. He wants it. So is Rod.
NJ is fairly lucky with the flag spawns as well.
They are. It's just not really working out for them. They need to be able to hold it in position as well, not just take it.
Look at Norman guy.
He's just leading the charge here.
Look
He
at
has
the confidence
no
of this
fear.
guy.
Kublet tries to kick there as well, but not even close to it. Normally I saw that coming from a mile away, but let's get hit in the back there. Blackted as well getting hit though. So a little bit cavalry coming in. Just looking for a hit there. Oh, it does get a nice hit there, but not much
Good
done.
trade.
Kublet now with a double kill of his own. The cleavers are showing their punishment here. Irish Mike versus Kublet. Kublet is gonna go down to bump, but oh, he doesn't need it. He's got
Getting
the
a
ult
double
pike.
kill with that low HP.
That is, you need to play a little bit aggressive, even if, and like just the incredible range there as well of the old pike is just gonna cause so much havoc for Paralyzer.
Oh, this is an awkward fight.
It is a really awkward. Irish Mike's there as well.
Oh,
Irish
nice.
Mike just kills him. Either way, he had no chance there. Ika taking another round here.
But that
4-0
means they
for them.
win this map.
They win the map and we're instantly switching.
Yeah,
No
that was
time to
quick sets.
No time for hanging.
I'm wondering how Raven is gonna manage to analyze that set, because wow.
That was a
lot
short
happened.
one.
Well, I mean that was just 1 round, so.
Well,
still, like
do your job.
kind of
Go for
kind
it.
of what I thought would happen overall, simply because I don't know. I think there NJ were doing a little bit better in the infight, but I feel like a lot of that was simply because whenever they get a hit in, it does that much more damage than the freeze or pretty much free swords for Swadia do. Like when you're a Swadian inf and you're fighting a Rodok inf, you're like, well, every single guy that I fight is gonna tank at least 3 hits or something, you know.
Yeah.
So and yeah.
You could see the health of the Swadians just disappearing when they got hit by Cleaver, but I mean it's not enough. You need to kill them.
It just made the fight for, like, at least on the first set for Rodox, it just made the fights in the long run so much easier, and that makes it risky to go for this heavy infantry strategy that NJ chose to go for on Swadia, you know. So yeah, like, just like a little tip to anyone who plays like Swadia versus Rodox. Rather than trying to like outnumber them on the class that they're stronger on, you might want to try and take the strengths of your faction and try to capitalize on that, you know, because they could have gone for the 2 all-pike calves and done really well with that. Actually, like the first round on the first set, Paralyzer got like 2 kills with that, right?
Yeah.
Those were pretty much the only 2 kills for his team there. If they would have had 2 all-pike calves, then their imps could have held out for a little bit, you know. Maybe that could have been a 1 round. You never know.
Yeah,
because I didn't
well.
actually see Ika have their spears out that much. They had their spears, and they have had them out from time to time. But there have been times as well where I've seen gaps where they didn't have their spears out. In which case, having 2 calves, you know, could have really hurt them.
It would have been devastating for them. Yeah, I mean they do also fight in very close positions.
Yeah.
Which is not so good for them.
I mean, I think the main problem again for NJ is simply that they're trying to fight, like they're playing ICA's game, right? ICA is saying, alright, we've shown we have the superior infantry power, like the skill on our players for it, you know, and we're just gonna fight you with that power, whatever you throw at us. And NJ said like, alright, we'll just throw our imps at you, you know, like more and more imps, and it just doesn't work like that, you know.
Yeah, just more chefs into the kitchen just makes more mess.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna mention, and all of NJ's players has fairly bad ping. If that's
true.
anything to like, as an excuse.
execution.
Yeah, but then again, like it doesn't change the principle of trying to fight the opponent on their terms. You know, you don't really want to do that.
I mean, if you like, you
I
get used to your
actually
ping.
think
Basically.
having a high ping discourages from fighting with a lot of infantries, but yeah.
Yeah, I actually agree. And like the sad part of this is like if they're a Turkish clan, and if you want to perform in this game right now, you basically have to just get used to high ping playing against European teams. It really sucks. But I mean, there's also a Turkish tournament going on right now, fully Turkish with Turkish clans. So I think they're also part of that. Maybe they'll have more luck there, but right now,
Yeah.
ICA
I mean,
is
they
running the
have
show.
shown that they really rely on their infantry power to get things done. At the moment that either their ping works against them on that front, or they get outclassed by the opposing infantry completely, then they just kind of fall short in matches, you know, because they like revert to having even more infantries rather than trying to well, make up for it by having an extra cav who can do some work or something like that, so yeah. I'm wondering about this next map though. I don't know if we're gonna see a different setup from what we saw like yesterday.
It's not really looking like it.
I mean, I'm hoping to see
alive.
myself a horse archer and see how he does, but I don't expect it really. I think if there's gonna be a horse archer, it's a dismounted one, so.
We see absolutely no horse archer. Kursad here. Once again, I mean, he did play archer yesterday as well. He played quite well.
But he only played an archer one round, I think, and then he switched it up to.
Yeah, I think he had to switch to infantry, which they might have to be doing one more time here.
Yeah, if it's not proven to be useful for the first round, they need to do something.
I would honestly switch. I would have 2 archers instead though, because as Raven mentioned, like they are struggling in the infantry fights. Oh, and there we go. This is what they need. That was a very good answer. Black Dead coming in here as well to help against Norman Guy, and Norman Guy's very low kick. Ah, Cubula doesn't get the finisher. Norman Guy's fighting back here, outranging like a pro. Kursad not paying attention either. Just a Jared from Norman Guy even.
Look at Ragnar now. He's doing really good. His movement is on point. He's just avoiding that cavalry well.
That was. I could narrowly see it in the background. Now it's 2 versus 1. Black Dead coming in to help against Norman Guy again. Kursad is struggling a little bit. But he's got his up with him. Oh, he does dismount Black Dead. And he kills down 1 more. There's 3 left. Oh, he takes 2! Oh, he could. Oh, okay. Alright. Hype is dead. Black Dead does kill him. But incredible survivability there by Norman Guy. Surviving through like 3 or 4 fights there. From the beginning of the fight, he survived that. That was really well played by him.
But the way Ragnar, he was fighting an infantry whilst having a cavalry harassing him, like for at least 15 seconds there. So such good movement from Ragnar, being able to dodge every single hit from the cavalry.
I saw the dodge on the cabin. Did he dismount him as well?
He did. No, I think he killed him on horseback.
Okay.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. That was a friend helping him out.
I saw the horse die. Okay. But still, I mean, Black Death is killing Irish Mike. This is absolutely more like NJ's map.
Yeah.
For no reason, really. I mean, not much has changed. They're still playing heavy infantry. But Black Death is being able to do a lot more. There you go, another nice hit on Sage. Oh, he could have gone for another one. Not really opting for it. Black Death there, he kills him! Nice play!
How is he alive?
I don't know, but he's coming in for a fight again. He does kill him there. But, I mean, the damage is done. Really well played by him. But here comes Touch Knight with 2 really good hits. It's killing 2 players. Kursad is getting pushed, no shield either. He's gonna try to kill him. It could. Oh, it does get him dismounted. Ah, not hitting the single shot, but it's 1 versus 3. Kursad played well. Can he do it? He doesn't have a shield out. Norman Guy and Hrod are just gonna spam him down. Yeah, not much you can do there. He got trapped between two players, and down
That
he
was
goes.
that was a nice blocking from him, honestly.
Absolutely.
Wait, explain to me, how did NJ lose that round? They got the 2 first picks. They were
The
5
infantry
versus
fights
3.
again just do not go in their favor. I mean, the cavalry there of Black Dead did amazing work. It's just it's not enough.
The first backstab and then being really eager to get the second frag whilst having a cavalry harassing him.
I mean,
So-
Torch Knight as well played basically the same as well as Black Dead did, and Norman Guy is 5 kills up right now.
Yeah,
So-
Torch Knight managed to bring it back very good with that double kill.
Yeah, absolutely.
But look at Black Dead, he's so aggressive.
I mean, it's kind of, I can understand why they're doing it right now. I mean, they need to do something, and it's worked well for them.
Let's see where
problem is,
Kursat
right now-
positioning himself now.
The problem is Icon now knows what they're doing. Kursat is, yeah, he cannot take that position. He also does not have a shield out right now, which is not so good for them.
A bit
But
too
it's
late
gonna
to
be.
decide position here.
Ooh. Yeah, he also gets a Jared in the leg. From that
Yep.
distance, luckily it didn't do that much damage, but Sage is in a very
And
good
Black
position of
Dead,
his own.
he's
Black Dead getting
way too
trapped
aggressive.
there. He should have waited a little bit more there. Oh, Paralyze is stopping him as well.
But Black Dead managed to
Kubile.
escape.
Kubile is just fighting 3 players like they're nothing right now. He's holding his own, but he does get hit once.
Charging coming now. Norman Guy taking Black Dead.
The cavalry down for NJ. Ika they're taking Paralyzer as well.
Kursat
and
taking
Thrall
a
is
kill
going
now,
down.
finally.
Tasha is coming up here to fight Kursat, and this is not a position a cavalry should be winning. He should be able to.
How?
Oh, he actually does kill him. That sucks a little bit. Ragnar Lothbrok is the last one alive. Let's see if he is the Viking he pretends to be. He does kill one Irish Mike, and he does go down to Rod. 2-1 so far. Ika leading up 6-1 in this entire match.
I
Norman
felt
Guy
like
and
Kursat
Torch
was. I felt like Kursat was way too late to decide where he was gonna play from at that flag
Yeah.
spawn.
He went up a little bit too aggressive position there. He tried to get it, but he realized like there's no way I can take this.
I feel like this round now, Black Dead needs to stay more passive. He needs to save his health for the.
Kubile, they're taking so much damage going in towards the spawn of the enemy. For basically no reason. Maybe he wanted to scout them out, but I mean, you know, it doesn't matter that much. You need to stay alive. But they do have 2 cavalry now. I like this a
spawn for
lot
NJ again.
more. That's good. If they can hold them in this cluster here, maybe they can
But
do
they're
something.
only 2 infantries.
Yeah, but they
uh,
do have the cavalry for it.
Yeah,
This right here is not that good of a position for them to fight in, because we know Ika's just gonna push them into this corner and fight them there. Or NJ is actually pushing up. Nice hitter on Rod, but
Ragnar taking a
Kubile
good.
getting dismounted. Rod is finishing off like it's nothing. 1 cavalry down for North of Justice already. Paralyzer is fighting, and Northbrook as well. They're fighting such awkwardly positioned, but they are winning the fight. So Ragnar taking an Irish
Ragnar
Mike.
did so good here.
Black Dead as well, killing Targe and the cav down. Black Dead is still able to do a lot of work here, being the only cavalry on the field right now. Ragnar is fighting 2 players though. Oh, a little bit of awkward hitting there, but no real damage. They need to just keep pressure on this archer, and Black Dead is looking to do it.
Oh,
Ragnar
nice
there,
Ragnar.
kill him in front. This is, we saw him play this yesterday as well. He plays really well. Nice bump stab there as well
Yeah.
with Black Dead.
Some really
Norman
good
Guy.
support from Black Dead there.
Last one alive, and bump should. It does not end him, but Paralyzer does.
Way better from NJ this round.
Yeah, this is much better. We should also mention the sets and the maps matter much more than the score. So right now, Ika is technically up only 1-0. So it could still go to a 3rd map here.
So it's 1-0 for Ika, but it's 2-2 on this
In
map.
this set, yeah. I mean, North of Justice, there's definitely life in them.
Yeah, there's potential.
I think
I
if they
still
just
think their cavalry is way too aggressive before,
Yeah.
before the initial fight starts.
Kubile there going in when his team was not ready to fight at all. But well played by the infantry there.
Yeah, I mean Ragnar really stepping up when he needs to.
Yeah, Black Dead as well. 6 kills for both of these 2 players.
Yeah.
Everyone else is kind of lacking a little bit. They're falling behind, but right now, if they can fight them right here in this open, they are in such a good position. They do not have to go to the flag.
Good hit from
Ragnar,
Ragnar.
nice double hit on him, killing Norman
Confidence
Guy
is
and
showing on this guy
Kubile
now.
as well, killing the archer. This is exactly what they need. Torch not killing Paralyzer though. Infantry down, but Torch is getting stuck here. Kursa could finish him off instantly here. Doesn't hit it, and Hrod there killing Ragnar. This is close. This is a little bit too close for comfort. Two
They
players
should
left
just
on
play
Ika.
defensive now. The Cavs
They
should just play
can
defensive.
absolutely. Right now they have 2 cavalry and an archer.
Yeah, they're going for the flag.
Smart play by them as well.
Yep.
Right now Black Death can keep just harassing them,
Yeah.
keeping them away from the fight completely.
Just put Kursar on the, because they don't have.
Oh,
Ika
this
doesn't have any archers, so Kursar could just play here on
Also-
flag, just shooting, and
Yeah.
the Cavs just harassing them. I mean, look at
Exactly.
the health of them.
Yeah.
Like 1 arrow in both of them.
I mean,
For sure, Irish would die.
very low
Rod
speed
might.
hit as well. Will actually kill Irish here, and there we go.
Oh, there we
That's
go.
it. I mean, that wasn't even low speed. Rod being the only one alive here, getting spammed. Kursad loses his
Yeah.
shields, but North of Justice takes
Smart from NJ there. Really smart. Going for the flag, making Ika hunt them, and just harassing the Cavs, harassing Ika whilst Kursad raising the flag a bit and taking some shots.
Absolutely beautiful play by Black Death and Ragnar, and nice team play as well.
Yeah.
This is more what they have to do. They're playing more to their strength now, and
This might be Winterberg.
it could be.
By
It
the looks of
absolutely could
the
be.
last 2 rounds, I feel like NJ has showed, like, they're stepping out of their grave right now. It feels
Yeah.
like.
I agree with that. Raven?
I just wanna like point out 2 things mainly. First of all, feels like Ika's losing focus. Two rounds in a row, they lose someone very early. Like one time, one of their imps got caught with their pants down and got shot in the face by a Jav. The other time they got couched in the back by a Cav after like 10 seconds, you know, which should never happen. Even though they did manage to pull that round back because it was so scrappy. And then like the 2 rounds after that were like complete chaos. I don't think either of the teams really like their imps definitely didn't work together. It was more like which like the archer and Cav of either team could make the difference, you know, in those fights.
Yeah,
Because
especially the
that's
cavalry.
where they shine, you know, these really scrappy fights all over the place, and NJ managed to come out on top of that. Although I do have to say the last round from them was really good. Although again, early picks, you know, Norman
Yeah.
guy being too aggressive, perhaps again the focus problem, you know. You can't lose focus, you can't be like, oh, we won the first map, we're out killing them, we can just easily do this. If you get caught with your pants down like that multiple times in a row, then you're still gonna lose rounds for it, and that's what happened, so.
I like this approach from NJ as well, taking 2 cav instantly here. They realize like Black Death and Cupid are doing well done. I mean, right now I'm a little bit disappointed we don't see enough archer play here. None of the archers have really made much of a difference at all in any of these
Kursar
fights.
didn't make a lot of difference last time.
Yeah, I feel like Sage McQuincy as well, not really doing that much so far.
Let's see now though, Ika getting the flag spawn.
Yeah, but they're gonna have
Let's
to
see how
play
well
for
they can
every
handle it.
single round here.
Argent.
They need to win 3 rounds to win. They do not.
Or-
Oh, Ragnar there. Oh, Paralyzer, I'm sorry. Taking a hit there, but not that much damage. Still completely Sage though. It's such a good position. But yeah, looking like NJ is very hesitant to get on the flag, but they can't afford to be that hesitant. Ragnar is the hero here, pushing onto the flag basically alone.
Where's the
Paralyzer is
Cavs?
close enough. He comes in. Oh,
Cavs
he gets
coming
stopped
in,
by
yeah.
his own teammate. And he takes a lot of damage for it as well. There's a
His
little bit more
horse
of the
is slow
aggression. Norman guy there opting to use two-hander, but he gets killed by
Cube.
Kubile. Looking, there he goes. Archer's being pushed, and nice Kursad. There we go. This is that's good by him as well.
Wow.
Frodo is still alive and he's been playing incredibly well so far. Ragnar versus Throd, 2 of the top players so far in this match. Kubile is gonna help him as well, but yeah, nice hit there, but a little bit of team hit there.
No, Black Death going down by Tartar.
Oh, Torchnai coming in as well, and nice team play by the 2 of them.
Kursad
Kursad,
doing work. 2 kills for him in this round with that bow.
absolutely, last
Just
player
as
left
we
is
said
Throd.
that Archers hasn't been that efficient.
Yeah,
Really
this is the
proved
curse.
wrong.
I'm telling you, man. Serena doesn't even have to be here. The curse continues. Clearly, I am the problem.
Oh, Black Death.
Black Dead, be careful now. Just buy time for your friend. Let him shoot. 44 seconds left. Oh no, Rod! Is he gonna clutch?
With that HP.
A kick will probably kill him. Kursad is looking a little bit hesitant to fight in melee. But they're gonna have to. Oh, not anymore, he doesn't. Shield is down as well. Rod is just controlling this fight beautifully here.
Seems so confident and calm in this situation as well.
Yeah,
And he
there you go.
does it.
He just
Wow.
spams him down.
V2 for Rod.
gonna click kind of a 3 versus 1, and he kills 4 players in his one match, or this one round alone. This is this is basically ICA's strength. They have the individual skill.
Yeah.
And they're really showing it as well.
Don't get me wrong, really well done from Rod, but the hype went down so much for me now. I really felt like NJ would have that round. I mean, their infantry fight was really good there. Like getting
absolutely, yeah.
like so many first frags.
Yeah.
Having the man advantage for
This is
so long there, but still losing it.
Honestly, I think this is NJ's problem. Like they win the early fights, they do well, and then when it actually really matters, when it's clutch time, none of their players really step up. And players like Fraud and like just almost
Norman.
everyone really, Norman guy as well, yeah, Torchlight as well. They've really performed in these situations.
Are you calling choke?
A little bit. I think they're choke. I think they actually really struggle with choke.
Let's see here, ICA coming in looking really confident.
Yeah, they're really well positioned here as well. Capitan fighting Ragnar, already taking a javelin in the side. Cavalry comes in.
Cursed really needs to make this position work.
Yeah,
he
does.
Done before, but
it is a good position. But right now he's being pushed by Norman guy.
Yeah.
There, Black Dead coming down, killing Rod. The top player so far in this this map. Ragnar again with a nice kill as well there. Sage is just shooting in the back, not really doing that much though. He's taking like minor damage. Norman guy taking down Cursed up there. Paralyzer, it does have a lower advantage here.
Yeah, Ragnar can just stay on flag, raising it.
That's exactly what they're gonna do as well. They have the players to do it, but Black Dead falling in the background there to Taj. Norman guy realizes I need to get on the flag. He pushes towards Ragnar. Cubula taking on Sage though. Archer's gone for Ika.
Ragnar should just be defensive now. Like,
he kind of has to, but he does. He goes for aggression and Paralyzer when they're having no shield.
Coming behind. Where's the?
He's Black Dead. That is the oldest trick in the book, and he just performs it so beautifully.
I thought there was no communication there. I thought.
Yeah, it looked like it, but North of Justice, they're taking the round. Norman guy's staying alive. It looks like maybe he can do some economic damage, but no. Paralyzer says, "We like our money. Wow. This is our city.
Yeah.
No Kurgits allowed."
Black Dead didn't only fool Targe Knight, but he managed to fool us as well.
That was a very
sick
well
kill.
That was cute. That was absolutely adorable.
That was like trick shooting.
That is the move you see on like every team deathmatch server as well, and every deathmatch server. It's something you don't really practice that much in matches, because if it fails, you're dead. If he knew that he would do that and just stabbed forward with his lance instead, there would be no way for him to get away from it. But
well, it's kind of high risk, high reward. Like if you can't do it, you're dead. But if you do it, like it looks
hype.
so sick. It's hype.
It's really
it hypes
fun.
up the team. Like mentally, you'll get so much confidence for that.
Absolutely. Hey, Tartan is being quite out of position. But he only hits the horse of Black Dead there.
Some good cav teamwork from
also
NJ there.
Again, very risky player there, going in with a couch against a cavalry being ready for you. It's not really what you want to do, but he goes for it and it works out. Black Dead seems to be liking this place, and he killed down Norman guys well. This is looking really good for Ika.
For Ika?
Or sorry, for North of Justice.
Yeah.
I was looking at. I like the color of Kurgit so much. It just looks so cool. So I got stuck just fantasizing about that. Ragnar there cutting down Sage and Cursed.
Black Dead is so good at supporting his teammates like that.
Yeah.
Like don't get me wrong. Ragnar is playing really well, but a lot of the kills Ragnar gets is
he's
a lot thanks to Black Dead's bumping
yeah.
and supporting.
Yeah, you can see that as well. Just like the mini bumps are often so unappreciated, but they do so much damage if they're combined with an attack. Sorry, I stumbled my words there a little bit.
We're Scandinavians. We're allowed to. As
exactly.
You said.
I mean, it's Turkish team again as well. Toshnet is once again going very aggressive, but we see 2 cavalry now from Ika.
Paralyzing, hitting a really good jab onto Norman guy there on his horse.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and getting the flag spawn as well.
Good. I mean, 1 round, and we will see Winterberg.
I still wanna
my set as
see
well.
now. Can Kursad manage to make this position work? He's been pushed out before when he's been in this position.
Every time he's pushed, but I mean he does buy some time for his team, but I mean you of course want him to kill whoever's attacking him. Right now he's just putting a little bit of pressure on Sage.
Hitting a good shot on Capitan.
Capitan, yeah.
Capitan, yes.
Capitan, El Capitan. And the ICA team is very damaged right now. Look at the health here.
Yeah, Kursad getting pushed by a Cav again.
Yeah, I mean, he should be winning this though. Touch Knight realizing I'm way too low health and he gets
nice.
punished for it massively. Normally that guy comes in.
Kursad on Rod.
Yeah, Rod is now going off to fight Kursad, but this is a really good trade for NJ. If they can switch out Kursad for Rod, I feel like they're winning that fight already. Sage is still shooting though, when he gets a kill on Black Dead.
Yeah.
Still completely winnable for either team. 3 of
Paralyzer coming
Ika.
up to support Kursad now.
I feel like they don't need that. I think. Oh, but Sage there with a kill on Kubile.
They need to get Rod down quick now. There we go.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And Ragnar needs to play this so defensive.
But he's not using.
Can't afford to
He
die.
needs to use the spear.
Yep.
Norman guy getting trapped there, not killing him though. The armor
Wow.
of Kurgits are just massive. Very good kill. Maybe too little too late. Sage needs to really perform here.
Yeah,
he
Norman
could
got
kill
one arrow
Kursad.
and he's dead. But
Yeah.
one arrow and Norman is dead.
1 hour and almost everyone is dead. The only one being able to survive on is Kursad. And for first time, so to say, he's kept in this position and he can stay up there. Nice outranging there by Norman guy as well. He could clutch this. Not
Oh, Kursad.
Kursad saying nope,
He's
no
making the
clutch for
position
you.
work right now.
Yeah, this is looking very. There we go. We will
Yeah,
see Winterberg.
Ooh,
It is
that's gonna be so
1-1.
fun. That's first time I've ever casted Winterberg as well.
Is it?
Yep.
This
I've
is like the
only-
second time in a month for me. I'm getting used to the
Yes.
map.
I've only played it once as well, and that was on Nations Cup at the lower bracket quarterfinals versus Finland when we lost and got out of the tournament, I think.
Yeah.
And that was the first time ever I saw that map. So
I've seen it too many times. I've never been allowed to play on it though.
can we make some sellout for the cool logo in that middle?
I mean, we can.
You need to show it on screen. I think it's so cool how.
I mean, we're selling. We're free advertisement right now though.
Yeah, why not? Razer is a cool brand.
Alright. Once again, I did this last time as well.
Yep.
Team Razer did sponsor a tournament in Warband. We are not lost and we're not forgotten. Raven, want to break down what happened in that last set?
Sure thing. I just want, I think, I'm of the opinion that Ika is playing individually they're playing better than NJ, but they had two really big problems on that last map, or last set I should say. First of all, they didn't fight together. Like I don't think I've seen a single fight where all of their 3 imps were not fighting on a different part of the map, which just made them like super vulnerable to like cav attacks. And I actually really liked NJ's setup with the 2 calves and not going for the 3 imps that I kind of expected to see, because they did that yesterday, I believe, on Serenades. And it really worked out for them, you know. They got early picks with it again, like with their calves. They were really aggressive, and I think perhaps there was some punishment possible there, but they made it work. So yeah, good choice by them. And then the second thing that went really like wrong for Ika there is just a little bit their timings. I feel like they were really rushing like the issue, you know, like they didn't really take their time, the time to get their archer in a good position. I feel like I haven't really felt the impact of their archer at all from the position they put him in all the time. And they didn't really give him a shield either, as far as I know. So
Drops were a little bit awkward there, yeah.
yeah, so I think that's something that's really been beating Ika. But on the next map, Winterberg, it's gonna be a lot of infantry. So I think Ika have the biggest chance to win this map, in my opinion, simply because this map does allow for individual plays. And one thing that NJ has been struggling with so much is closing out rounds.
Yeah.
Like killing the last player on ICA has been such a big issue for them, because when it comes to 2 versus 1 situations, what they often had, like I think the one round that Rod clutched, right? He was fighting a dismounted
Which
cav and an
time?
archer, and the archer just backed off and let his dismounted cav with below like 20% health he just left him.
Yeah.
And that shows some signs of weaknesses, because that's, I think you mentioned it in the set as well, like that's where ICA have prevailed, you know, in like these clutch situations, you know, because I feel like ICA haven't been positioning themselves well. They've just been clutching it all out, you know. And that cannot happen. If NJ can find a way to work together properly to close out these rounds, I think they have a really good shot at taking Winterberg. But if things continue the way they've been going so far, I think ICA is going to be stronger here again. Although, of course, it depends. If you fight very split up like they just did on Kyrgyz, then what you're gonna get is that you're gonna get picked off by calves everywhere again. So yeah.
What do you feel about North of Justice's cow so far, by the way?
They've been alright. I mean, of course, like they've been getting early picks and stuff like that. You know, I don't really feel like I've seen that much teamwork from them. Sure, sometimes they've gone for the same targets, but like actual teamwork to take down that particular target, I don't know about that. But I mean, they've made it work. You know, it's a lot easier to play Cav when you can go for these split up targets, which ICA kind of like built that on themselves, right? By splitting up so much, you kind of invite for Cav just mopping up kills everywhere. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult to call. I think they could play some more together, but they've been making it work. So.
We are now actually live. We see mirrored squadrons because of faction. The way this system works is each team like basically bans the factions, and then the remaining one will be played, which means we don't get to see Nord versus Nords, which could be quite good for North of Justice. But a lot of infantry on both teams, and Norman guy taking an early hit there. Not really what they want to see here, but Cupid is very, very aggressive. Kicks the Capitan as well. Torch comes in, Black Dead as well though in the back line.
Nice.
There's a lot of done. Yeah, Night Paralyzer work there. Kursar is in such a good position as well. He just needs to actually land his shots right now. Black Dead is mounted by Rod.
NJ's HP is
very
very
low
low on everyone right now.
Irish Knight is being just invisible health right now. Black Dead being very, very low, and he does cut down
Oh, Norman guy with the
by
triple
one.
kill.
Triple kill from Norman guy.
Double
Once
spear kill as well.
again. There's just
Is this Kursar's round maybe?
maybe. I mean, he's
I
fighting
mean,
two of the top players of ICA right now.
He only
The
needs
last one just being on the flag. He won't swing on each of them. They do go down, but yeah, Frog cuts them down. I mean, this is as I mentioned, two of the top players. There is very little chance to win that. Even if he did win the fight, Torshnai was there, and he's no joke either. So.
Yeah, but it's like that. NJ getting the first kill, getting the man advantage at the beginning, but still losing it. You know, it's. I'm not calling choke.
No, I am. I'm actually just 100% calling choke here.
Yeah.
North of Justice, they have basically, if North of Justice wins this match, then I mean they are technically, they potentially could make it another match necessary to determine who the winner is. ICA can play a little bit more freely. I mean, of course they want to win too, but just the way ICA seems to be playing and their attitude is a little bit more like loose and let's play.
Yeah, but
so,
they can afford to because they have that individual
they have the skill for
strength.
it. Yeah. The team play is not as great, but they definitely have the skilled players for it.
But I still feel like
NJ
is doing good at adapting to their problems in this match.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. Kursar they're fighting Norman guy. Norman guy is very, very aggressive with his ult pike. Takes a hit and Ika killing the first killer on Ragnar. Killing the first killer. And Norman guy they're taking down Kursar as well. This is not so good for them. The switch to cavalry might help them a little bit, but Norman guy is just stabbing them here.
Yeah, but they're doing so well as well. Like almost everyone of ICA is picking up kills. Like it's not too much of a one-man show right now. They're doing really good in the infantry fights, like switching targets with each other, getting a few hits each. Like nothing, not too much individual from ICA. I'm surprised to see how you know, they can have like really good teamwork if they need to.
This is potentially now the last round. It is a first to 3. There will be no swaps here, so this
Yeah,
could be Ika's round here.
Yeah, NJ needs to win 3 rounds in a row.
That's difficult to do. I mean, not having a crossbow now is good for them, but
And look at
this is
the armor
so
of Ika.
aggressive. Yeah, they are tanked up, but Black Dead and Cupid are so aggressive here.
Yeah, getting
Taking a
punished
little
for
bit
it.
of not that much, but a punish is a punish. I mean,
Yep.
right now Black Dead's horse will probably die to Norman if he just hits it with his ult bike in two-handed. So
Yeah,
I
well,
disagree
he
a
doesn't
little
have
bit
steam
here.
bolt. Capitan has regular bolts, so
True.
might be 2 more bolts instead.
Maybe, yeah. But Norman Guy and Thrall are looking to push up there in case they do push from top.
Look at the HP of Kibble, like this early as well.
Yeah, the early aggression from the cavalry are hurting him quite a bit. Paralyzer Dead is running towards as well with his shield down.
Harsh Knight coming back.
Black
Black
Dead
Dead
doing
with a good backstab.
good hit there on Capitan. Capitan is fighting Ragnar, but Norman Guy. Oh,
Another-
nice switch there by
That's exactly
Ragnar.
what it
This is what they need to do right now. But Norman Guy with a kill. Oh, and
is. Kibble with a
Kibble.
team kill.
That's not
No.
what they need. Norman Guy is
2v4 now.
kicking. Just beautiful
Yeah,
play by
all
him
up
there.
to Kibble.
Ika taking a 2-1 here in the last finale. Ika there winning the match and winning the tournament. Just
Wow.
impressive play there by just
Yeah,
the infantry
super
plays of
impressive.
Ika are just on point.
It's so sad to see how they lose the final round. I wouldn't say it was only because of it, but getting that team kill there.
That it hurts in the 5v5
Yeah.
especially. It's devastating to see. And Kursad has his play in the last map. He played quite okay, but overall, I feel like he didn't really have that much of an impact.
I still feel like taking 2 cavalries was a wise decision from
Yeah,
them.
I agree as well.
considering-
They were not winning the infantry fights.
Exactly,
so-
and they did play fairly good cav teamwork. Like Black Dead for sure. Like his cavalry was great this game. Supportive cavalry play.
Yeah, I agree. The cavalry of the North of Justice did well. It was just basically Ika's strength in infantry.
Yeah.
Raven, do you agree?
For the most part, I don't know about the teamwork for NJ. Like, again, like the first round, they actually had the first round. I think Ika made a pretty big mistake there, where they had Capitan push in first, even though he was the crossbow in melee, and he got taken down as well really early. And I think, and they got another kill after that as well. And I think after the opposing team making that big of a mistake, losing 4 people to 2 opposing players in like a matter of seconds,
Yeah.
That is just unacceptable. And that just shows that there is a lack of cohesion within the team, you know, like everyone needs to understand his role the moment you start getting an advantage in the round. You can't just be like, alright, well, we're starting to get an advantage, everyone just hunt for kills now, you know? Like, that can't be a thing. You need to make sure that once you get an advantage, you solidify that advantage. And how do you do that? You make sure you have, well, because you have some, expendable players, so to speak, like you have some extra players, right? You can put one of them on cav duty. But they didn't, and they got overrun by the cav. And in conjunction with the Norman guy, they just completely turned around that fight. And I feel like NJ have lost multiple rounds because of it in this match, and
And
they
the
need
last
to
one
they
as
need
well,
to start
sadly.
fixing that, you know.
Right now, I think that's NJ's biggest problem.
Yeah,
If
because
they can fix that,
you
there's
actually
absolute
mentioned
potential
it
there.
as well. Like afterwards, they switched to the 2 calves, and I really liked that. I really liked that approach, and individually they actually got quite some stuff done, you know. Although I do kind of question the fact that they didn't give Kibele a long all pike. Like he was kind of left with the lance, and he got dismounted because he was fighting against the calf with the long all pike.
Yeah,
I think you saw that as well. You commentated on that.
it's a rough
So,
matchup there.
You know, like a lot of, like a lot of minor things combined with some other bigger issues are kind of what made NJ lose the match. Because once they actually come together as a team in certain fights, you know, they can win the engagements, but you do need to close it out, you know.
Yeah, basically like a closer, someone like Norman or someone like kind of anyone on Ika's roster really. Irish Mike played quite well at the end as well. He racked up kills there on Winterberg.
Yeah.
Hrod though was also like top there.
Rod and
Yeah,
Norman guy.
but I
Whew.
mean,
Yeah.
it's like I feel like for a lot of NJ's players, once they start to get rolling in a round, you know, they kind of loosen up a bit too much, you know, like to the point where they're not really focused on the game anymore. They're not thinking about what they should be thinking about, and what should they be thinking about? Well, stuff like, all right, what can still loses this round, you know,
Yeah.
and in a lot of occasions, that's like the first thing you think about is like, all right, a cav. Second thing you think about is like archer positions. Third thing you think about is like, is there anyone fighting alone somewhere that you can help to make it a better fight for your team? You know, stuff like that. It's kind of like a process of thought which they seem to have been lacking, which has really been costing them, I feel.
I think kind of the order there is the issue, because if they keep the same order as you mentioned there, then like cavalry fights, okay, we're not really losing those. Archery, we're kind of even. Infantry fights, though, that's where we're losing. And if that's the last thing they kind of test, then it's already too late for them. They've already lost the match, basically.
Well, I mean, the thing was though, I'm talking about situations where they already have an advantage, right? And what happened for them was that they actually got an advantage in the infantry fight. So then the infantry issue is cleared up for like, I think you might be wrong there because you focus too much on the inf then. They were trying to get Norman guy down, and they tried to do that to such an extent that they overcommitted.
That's true.
They didn't pay attention to the cav, and the cav came in to wrap up the fight. So that's why I think the order there is definitely look for cav first, because cav can wrap up fights in like seconds, and that's happened multiple times this match as well.
Yeah, I mean, cavalry has that power, even in 5v5, even more so in 8v8. But if you don't shut down cavalry, they will just run rampant.
Yeah,
And we saw that on both
because
teams, as you
I
mentioned.
think like no matter how good the clutch potential is for the ICA side, like with some of their players, we've seen Norman guy clutch a couple of times in the match as well, in the world, of course. But if you limit their options by just like eliminating their team around them first, you know, by eliminating their options to even help him out in the first place, that's how you can close out those rounds a lot easier, you know. Because even if he outskills all of you individually, if you make it a team effort, there's no way that the one player can do anything on his own. He simply doesn't have anything to make a team effort out of. So
there's no way he should be able to pull anything out. But I mean, the problem is he did. Both Norman
oh
and
yeah,
Ford
he
both did. So
but again, like that is just teamwork you need to work on. Like you can't be like, all right, well, if we can't kill him when he's the last player left, you know, we just overcommit on him. That's not gonna work. Then you play right into his hands, and that's what happened as well. They're like, oh damn, we need to kill this guy. He's rampaging through our team, and instead they lose everything.
yeah,
That can't happen.
no, I fully agree with that. Congratulations to Ika, well deserved.
I want to ask one thing first.
Okay.
What about MVP for this match?
Norman.
Raven?
I find it a bit difficult to say. Norman would be the obvious one, but I think there are multiple clutches this match. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll go with Norman. Yeah, like he made the most important clutches. Although I do definitely think his team played a big part in some of that. Not always, but sometimes.
I think Black Dead as well could have been MVP.
I was just about to give mine to Black Dead, mainly because of his. Like if NJ would have won this match, Black Dead might have been the obvious choice.
Yeah.
I felt like Black Dead was the consistent one, and you know how I feel about consistency.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'd call it consistency. I call it aggressiveness because
Really?
whenever he
Yeah.
was successful,
Okay,
he
yeah,
was
that's true.
super aggressive. Like getting a kill 20 seconds after you've spawned by running into the enemy team with the couch.
I'm thinking
That's
about the
That
cavalry
could have
support.
turned around completely. I think a higher level team would have punished that
I mean,
really
the
hard.
thing is, you notice as well, like they prepared for his next round. He couldn't do it again.
Yeah.
He actually got punished a little bit for it as well, taking some shots on his horse. So
Yeah.
it was a one-time thing, but I mean, that's all he needed. He won the round for it, so.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
thinking
of
about the
course,
infantry
but
fights.
if we're talking in terms of consistency, you know, consistently over aggressive doesn't have to be a good thing, you know.
No, I'm not even. I'm not talking about the way he was aggressive. What I mean is during the infantry fights, mostly during the infantry fight around the flags, Black Dead did good, bumping in the back, allowing Ragnar to pick up a lot of kills, a lot of backstabs during the infantry fights. Yeah, I felt like he played the way you're supposed to play Cav during flag spawns, during flag
Yeah,
fights.
I do agree with that as well. I mean, with the aggression, I mean, he did it one time. Okay, he did it a few more times. But once he started getting really punished for it, you could see him a little bit more passive, a little bit like smarten up. I think he played. I mean, he played better Cav than Kubile. I think Kubile is not really a main cavalry.
I mean, I
You
still
could see the
like the
aggression in
fact
him.
that they put a second player on cavalry though, because they kind of needed that. I feel like because they weren't achieving they weren't achieving anything with their multiple infantry setups.
Yeah, they were losing infantry fights, and I mean, again, the ping does not help them in infantry fights at all. Cavalry, you're a little bit more like you have a leeway there. You don't necessarily need like 10 ping to perform.
Well, I mean, when you're trying to outrange spearmen, it's a bit annoying.
It's
but...
nice to have it then, but I mean, as a cavalry, you don't need to outrange spearmen really. You just wait 10 seconds for them to forget that you exist, and then you come in again. And you hit.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, overall, I'd say like if we had to pick an MVP for Team NJ, then sure, I'd say Black Dad as well. But I think overall in the match,
Ragnar.
There are a couple of ICA players which I think played way better in comparison.
I think that's kind of the problem. Black Dead played well, but I mean, Torch Knight played.
He played well on his team.
About equally as good as Black Dead did. Ragnar played well, probably on the level of, let's say, Fraud. But then was nobody to really shut down the
I don't know if you can
player.
compare them like that.
Yeah,
though,
I mean,
but...
I'm just taking like skill versus skill, just direct translation. Of course, it doesn't help much to do this, but like they didn't really have a solution to one of the problems.
So you're saying you're pointing out the necessary facts, Greed?
Yes, I'm trying to stall for more time. Is what I'm doing.
And why are we stalling for time?
I
I'm
don't really know.
same.
I don't get to spend so much time with you guys. I like it.
Yeah,
It's not like
it up.
you can literally just like sit on TeamSpeak with me all day and just shout at me, right?
It's mostly Rod. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm the guy to shout to. Wrapping it up, Greed, you picked Norman Guy for your MVP. Raven, I assume you also picked Norman Guy, and I picked Black Dead. And that's our picks for MVP. Yeah. Yeah, boy.
Any sellouts you guys want to make?
I want to sell out to Kurgits. I want to see more Kurgits in matches. I think especially in 5 vs 5. I think they're more legitimate there than they are in 8 vs. I don't want to see them in 8v8. Please never play them in 8v8.
I mean, I actually think that unless the map is super open, we're not gonna see a lot of Horse Archer at all because of the Saddle Horse rule.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with the Step Horse as well.
Yeah, me
because
too.
it's still low health. It still goes down quite fast. I mean, you get some maneuverability.
It still doesn't change the fact of what I said. It's just like if you have a map like Field by the River, well, then I consider them to be unbalanced simply because you take 5 Horse Archers and there's nowhere to hide when the flag spawns.
You would actually go 8. Well, you would probably go like maybe
if it's
2 infantry for
5,
spears.
how do you go 8?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you play 5v5 on Field by the River, you're crazy anyway.
Well, that's true, I guess.
I'm gonna give a legitimate shout out to Nexoner for adminning and
I will do that as well.
Aren't we doing sellouts?
Yeah, of course we are.
Yeah, well,
I mean, you're free, Raven, so you don't have to sell out. But like me and Rod, we're costly people.
Yeah. Yeah, Nexoner pays me very much.
Wasn't this your stream, Greed?
yeah,
Do you pay yourself for this stuff? Come on.
I would if I could. Millions even. Yeah, thank you to
sure.
Nexoner for hosting the tournament. I do hope to see more of them. I think this is really good.
This is a really fun tournament.
Well,
Yeah.
it helps to see new teams play, and I just hope that they can pick up something from their matches. Hopefully, something from the streams as well, and just improve from there.
Yep.
If they want to, and they'll be
course they
stronger next time we stream them. Something like that.
Maybe
you know,
even
that would be
the
great.
the rookie tournament, if one more is being made. I hope so.
I hope so too.
I really like streaming them as well.
I like the
I mean, it's quicker. It's
can't
quicker
find- I
than
can't find the
professional
English word.
matches. Let's be honest. Like,
I like the
they're fun.
unpredictable parts of this tournament.
Yeah, I also think it gives people a good chance to show themselves. Like, I mean, there are players here who can easily make it into quite high competitive play in Warband.
Make it to the pro scene.
so
if
Rod,
there was
like,
one.
could you try? Like, could you elaborate on the unpredictable?
No,
part
I
of it?
mean like how we see a lot of people we really haven't seen in
Well, I mean,
matches
we've
before.
seen them, but just not in.
You've seen them,
competitive.
maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, but
yeah, I
yeah.
see a lot of people. Okay.
Yeah.
What I mean is, like, for example, now I haven't seen Norman Guy before.
Oh,
and
I have.
just yeah, but I
Show
yeah,
off.
I haven't.
Huh.
And just how he goes off, like at that, was it the first set he got that ace?
Yeah.
It's so fun to see people I've never really seen before go and do create such greatness.
Yeah.
Like that. And but
I mean, that's the first
yeah.
ace we've seen.
I've
I
never
mean,
seen an ace before.
I'd call that like more unpredictability in terms of you never know when a round is gonna like get turned on its head, because like generally speaking, if you look at more like professional matches, you almost never see those kind of clutches, simply because once the round gets to the point where one team has a big advantage, you generally like the players are just too good.
Yeah.
You know, like the team works there, they get like lost players get killed, stuff like that. Does happen regularly, and like I still think it happens more than it should in higher competitive play, but
Same.
yeah, happens less.
I agree. Congratulations to ICA.
ICA.
Ika.
I don't know if it's Ika or like Ica. I like Ika.
I would say Ika because in Sweden there is this grocery
Same.
store
Oh,
thing
that's not. No.
called Ika.
If they're looking for
Oh.
sponsors, they did perform really well. Thank you everyone for watching. More streams coming this week, hopefully. If there is a match happening, please send me a message either on Twitter or Steam or Taleworld forum or MySpace.
Greed up somewhere.
Yeah, call me. It's fine.
Somewhere.
My
Call
phone is
you.
in
Whoa,
the
whoa,
bathroom
whoa.
stall.
Message Greed on Tinder, maybe.
Yeah. Wherever, really.
Now we're making the bad kind of sellout. I'm not even kidding.
I don't think Tinder needs our advertisement, to be fair.
Well,
Thank you everyone for watching.
have a great night, everyone.
Exactly. Thank you for stealing my word once again, Rodriguez.
No problem. That's kind
You
of
need
my
to be
thing. now,
quicker,
bro.
Greed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks. Damn. Goodbye, guys.
Bye bye.
See ya.